an actor to explore hope and engender positive impact to the society. Today on Open Conversation, we'll look at these stories. First, Rivers State. Senator Magnus Abe reconciles with FCT minister. And then on to Ondo State. PDP accuses Governor Ayadetiwa of misappropriating 50 billion naira daycare funds. Still on PDP, stakeholders in Lagos hold reconciliation meeting. And on politics, APC chieftain says Ganduje lost Kano political structure. Do not go away. When I come back from this break, we'll delve right into the show.
Every day, our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics.
Nobody's ambition is what's the blood.
I have fought very firmly.
Natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today.
On the line, across the ocean, to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates. Yeah.
Thank you for staying with us. It's still Open Conversation on Atlantic Television Network. Joining me on Open Conversation this morning is a politician and a political analyst, Obinna Ekem. Good morning, Mr. Obinna.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, viewers.
All right. River State, statement by Senator Magnus Abe. The statement reads, I have made peace with the Minister of FCT and former Governor of Rivers State. Be yourself and let others be themselves. I believe that the APC in Rivers State will benefit from the process of peaceful reunification and reintegration. I have made peace with the Honorable Minister of the FCT and former Governor of Rivers State. I accompanied him to Chief Tony Okocha's Thanksgiving to show my commitment to end the rifts in our party is total. I want to publicly thank the minister. He could have behaved like other politicians, made peace with me, and still encourage me, Tony, and others to continue fighting. In quotes, you bring Magnus in the morning through one door, then bring Tony in the evening through the other door. But his style is direct, truthful, and sincere, and it will create. The disagreements within is over and done for good because the oxygen for conflict has been extinguished. It may take a little while, but the end result is that all those with us who sincerely wish us well will go with us and tour the path of unity because we all know that it is the right way to go. Let me also thank Chief Tony Okocha. Of course, he knew I was coming and he received me well. My home is in the area. Come together. Everyone will benefit from us working together. When it is time, we will speak. For now, make a day my day. Let us focus on the economy. God bless us all. Senator Magnus Abe. Now, you were smiling, Mr. Obinna, as I was reading the statement by Senator Magnus Abe. What is your take on this? What do you make of it?
Well, Magnus Abe has stated the obvious, and he has told Rivers people and Nigerians, and those of us who cares to know who Ezebonwoye Sowike is. He's a politician that has large heart. he has the capacity to navigate through the waters of politics and make friends, even reconcile with the old ones. If you understand, before Yesu was made Minister of FCT, a lot of things happened, and Magnus Abe was one of those who made it a little bit difficult for Yesu to have clinched that position. But at the end of the day, Yesu succeeded, and after that, you can see that he has not stopped from looking for reconciliation. Not only Magnus Abe. I want to assure you that everybody that
the FCT minister has taken a position of peace,
yes,
and that is shown in the way he has tried to even work assiduously to ensure that the opposition, the PDP, are able to reconcile the differences within them. Now, the governor is of the PDP stock,
yes,
as well as the FCT minister. Now, why can't they, or why is the FCT minister yet to extend the same magnanimity to the governor?
Well, you may agree that these are steps each group should take to make sure there is peace. As soon as they came back from the following day, the House of Assembly members who are very loyal to Ezemoye Wike went to court, withdrew the matters they have filed in court, and they were expecting the governor to do his own part to make sure there is peace. But the governor reneged and continued to carry on as if there was nothing that was said in that meeting and there was no agreement. That is the bone of the contention.
And Senator Magnus Abe, like you said, was instrumental to a lot of loopholes, or like say potholes, that the FCT minister experienced during his elections. Now, you would wonder, he was able to let all that go and pursue peace with all these stakeholders.
That's what I'm telling you.
Why can't he? Now, the thing is, the question is not
our political grandfather, Dr. Peter Dele, and told Dr. Peter Dele, say, can we sit down and talk? Let this young man, who all of us helped in making governor, explain and tell you why he has decided to choose this path. But at the end of the day, there was nothing, no tangible peace was achieved before the. In fact, it was the former governor and the current governor that went to see the president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces, and they agreed on terms. Those terms were agreed by the political grandfather, Dr. Peter Dele.
Now, the issue for you
and the president. The honorable minister was not part. The honorable minister was not part and parcel of that agreement. He was not among those who, except through a democratically elected government. It's not possible. And that it was terrible in the past, or it was it happened in the past, does not make it legal. It doesn't make it constitutional. And we are advocating that it should be stopped. Let people elect their representatives. Let their people go and represent them, so that if they don't perform very well, they also have another opportunity by the time they tenure expire, and vote them out or vote them in. Let the people decide who governs them. But from what we are hearing and what we are seeing, the governor is not ready to fund the RESEC for the RESEC to do the needful by conducting local government elections, so that people will exercise their franchise and elect whomever they want to govern them at the tier of government.
Talking about the RESEC, you are aware that recently the National Assembly, granted full autonomy to local governments, and part of that bill that was signed was that the INEC this time around will be saddled with the responsibility of conducting elections for the local government. That, by the reason of that law, the state INEC, has been made redundant when it comes to the elections. of local government in states?
Well, I would have loved INEC to conduct local government election based on the what we know that has been happening in virtually all the states. Election was conducted in Gombe recently, about, I think it was the last Saturday, and APC won the entire local government. Election was also conducted in one of the PDP states.
Oh, sorry, the one was Oyo State.
Oyo State,
Makinde, where the local government won all
32,
33
local government. It's not possible. You can never tell me that that election is free and fair. You can never. Nobody should tell me that PDP will win. Even if I'm a member of PDP, that PDP could win 32 or 33 local governments without any other political party winning. I don't think people have lost a lot of confidence in a local government election conducted by RESEC. Okay. I know.
What if there is agitation now? People have lost confidence in RESEC conducting.
As by National Assembly, will be, I think the states will pass those laws because it is required that two-third majority. I think two-third majority of
about 24 states are needed
to make them law.
Yes, to
domesticated them so that they will become law. What we're saying is that.
So when that happens, it cannot take effect.
No, it will not take effect, but it will pass to them. I believe that states will not encourage, state governors will encourage their state assemblies not to accept it to the extent that INEC will come and conduct those elections. They will not agree. But giving back the autonomy, administrative and financial autonomy to the local government, I think that Nigerians have agitated.
To the Ondo State House of Assembly, they said. At the Assembly, the House Committee on Appropriation invites government officials who take turns to defend decent budget. Is it the case that nobody spotted these regrettable errors? It was the plan of Ayadetiwa government to swindle the people through the daycare renovation project that was thwarted by the eagle-eyed media. Our party will not fold its hands and watch the APC and Ayadetiwa fleece our meager resources just for the political aspiration of one man, no matter how highly placed. Now, this is a serious accusation on the governor. What do you have to say about this accusation by your party?
Well, this is, this is political period, and a lot of things will happen. A lot of things will be unfolding as the day goes by. The PDP against their opponents.
So what makes you think that PDP in Ondo State will be able to stop the governor from using public funds?
That is what they are doing, raising alarm, informing the public, and also using their members in the National State Assembly to checkmate that. I think if they do that, they will do little or not much if they don't have the required members in the State Assembly. They cannot do much because the Constitution have given the Assembly the powers to pass appropriation and also raise alarm, except they want to go further by contacting the financial and like the EFCC and the ICPC. Check the governor. Even when they do that, the governor has immunity from prosecution. But that does not also stop that investigation.
But it will limit his...
Yes, investigation, if he knows that he's under investigation.
You'll be careful on how he accesses state funds.
Funds that are not meant for development of the state. I think so. That is what the PDP ought to do, is to, through the State Assembly, and also contact the security agencies that are involved in checking financial crime.
All right.
In this case, EFCC and the ICPC.
Okay. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, we'll continue with the show. Do not go away.
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To condemn this act and call for immediate release of this minister in the Temple of Justice.
Give us access to our money we put in the bank. There are POS operators. She said 3,000 is 1,000 to collect 3,000 naira. Where are we heading to?
I've always said there are two sets of people on earth, the oppressors and the oppressed. And in between are the cowards and the hypocrites. Which are you?
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians need now is not about the tongue thing. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
Every day, our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics.
Nobody's ambition is what the blood.
I have fought very firmly.
Natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today.
From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today. Only on ATN.
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To condemn this act.
And the coward.
What Nigerians need now is not about the tongue thing. Who can come and salvage us from where?
Challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians need now is not about.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Elders and leaders of People's Democratic Party in Lagos State, including Chief Olabode George, on Wednesday held a reconciliation meeting to strengthen unity in the state party chapter ahead of 2027 general elections. At the Leaders and Elders Stakeholders meeting organized in Lagos, the party chieftains emphasized the need for forgiveness and unity within PDP to brighten the fortune of the party in the next general elections. Speaking, George, a former PDP deputy national chairman and member of the party's board of trustees, said the meeting was to discuss the future of the party and the present socio-economic challenges in the country. Now, Mr. Obinna, it appears PDP is beginning to take steps in the right direction, considering the level of internal crisis going on at the national level and also crisis in different states. What do you make of this move by PDP stakeholders in Lagos? That's one question. And again, considering the political ecosystem of Lagos State and knowing how much of a stronghold, APC has over Lagos State, do you see PDP breaking through in 2027?
Well, first of all, let me commend the stakeholders and Bode George who decided to take the bull by his horn and do the right thing. I think this is the best news I have had since after the general election. Formed woefully, and no right thinking, and somebody who loves PDP will be happy what happened in Lagos. And the stakeholders, I think they have realized that there is no need them bickering among themselves. They need to come together and make sure that PDP is a united family in Lagos State, so that they can face the All Progressive Congress come 2027. But I am somebody who understands politics very well, and I'm a realist. I think it will be very, very difficult this time, because last election would have gave us the greatest opportunity to take over Lagos. But the crisis in PDP as at then was so much that every stakeholder and the structure was divided, and every stakeholder went away with his own and doing another thing with the structure. And that is what cost us Lagos, who performed badly in Lagos last election. But now, Asiwaju Abed Bola Tinubu is the president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces. And nobody will say that he will not present himself again for a second tenure. And that will be to survive in Lagos State, except we are united, and so that we can make appreciable gain as long as Lagos State is concerned, so that we will take over Lagos, because we know that PDP will certainly come back to the center one day if we are serious about what we are doing. But if we don't, if they don't take these steps they are taking and let it trickle down to the grassroots, we won't make any headway. I commend Bode George and also commend the stakeholders, and I also want them to show more commitment to this their process and continue with it.
Are you concerned with Labour Party being a major third force in Lagos State? Do not forget how well Labour Party did in Lagos State during the last general elections. So now that PDP, they are trying to put their house together, do you think, because when you were speaking, your focus was more on the ruling party, APC, do you think that PDP has anything to worry about with regards to Labour Party in Lagos State?
Let me tell you, Labour Party as a Labour Party, I don't see them as a threat to any of these two dominant political parties, being a PDP and APC. Why Labour Party made that election was because of the obedient factor. Okay. The obedient factor was beyond any political party, because it was a movement. The young folks in our country felt that it was time for a change, both from the PDP and the APC. That was what happened, except P2B is still within the mix. That is where they will become a problem to PDP in Lagos State. In fact, last election, Labour Party came second, I'm sure. PDP didn't come second. It was Labour Party that came second. And you know that the effect of Obi was more in Lagos. Even it affected the presidential election.
Right now, Obi has not moved to any other party.
That's what I'm saying.
So don't you think that threat is still very real?
No. I'm hearing, we are hearing that there will be a realignment to the former governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, and others. That is what we are hearing. But if he still remains in Labour Party, which I would have advised him to remain and build the party right from now. From the what happened was that the structure we were talking that he doesn't have, and everybody saying, is it not the people that are the structures? But it showed us that people, it's not easy to build a structure. He has to start now, build structure in all the wards, in all the chapters in Nigeria, so that he will make an impact. But if he doesn't and go back to say he wants to form merger, I think people have been resisting him. But if they have trust in him, and you also look at issues, look within himself and see those things that is making people not to come around him and form a formidable force to challenge APC in Lagos State. If he does that, I don't think Lagos is so difficult for PDP to capture, because we have a lot of followers there. I know that. You know, Lagos is a cosmopolitan state where those who are not from Lagos are more populated than those who are from Lagos there. And feel their pulse and also know their pains, and unite with them and continue to galvanize support for them. As when he was a governor, he was not an absentee governor. He was always in the state, reaching out to his people, solving their problems, and also they are solving his own too. So that when election comes, it's not election is a process. It's not something when you go to child education, when you go to marriage ceremony, when you go to burial ceremony, when you go to as a politician, you go and visit your people. It gives them the confidence that their leader is always around. That is what what makes Yesowike very thick. And if you look at Amechi, I told this issue when Amechi left seat and begin to pronounce suspension on House of Rep member.
They have the right to do that, don't they?
They have the
constitutionally
they are empowered to do that. But what we are saying is that because you are a politician, you should understand their importance. You should understand their powers and carry them there along, and make sure that they understand you and you understand. It's not. When I hear it, I ask myself, I say, is these people politicians at all, or these people are just opportunists who got the opportunity and think that every politics is local? I want to tell you, there is no way. On election day, I remained in my unity. That election finished. But that is how it is. And that is how the governor was in Ruma Precom. He didn't leave Ruma Precom. On the last election, he was in Ruma Precom.
The FCT minister,
Minister,
you mean?
yes,
Okay.
the FCT minister, the former governor. He was in Ruma Precom. He didn't leave. I know that he was there battling prosecuting the election. But
wasn't that how Uche Secondus and Iyochagi was?
Let me tell you, do you know one thing that happens about these big politicians, you call them? When they get to that level, they disregard their word. They don't have impact in their word. They don't connect with their words. What they do is like people like Uche Secondus, who does not even know his ward chairman. He doesn't have his number. When I was told that when he was suspended, Uche Secondus, he was asking people where is. Yes, because of the Kwankwasia movement.
Yes.
Then because you are aware that it's a stronghold of Kwankwasia movement, you have to take extraordinary measure to make sure you on ground, you galvanize your support. You have to do some certain things deliberately to make sure that even if they will win you, they wouldn't have too much. The margin much. You have to give them the needed push for them to continue to believe in you. Rivers State, Kano, and Lagos State is like I said, these are three swing states in this country. If you win election in two of those states, you have won the election, the national election.
Together with the FCT.
With FCT.
Don't forget.
No, FCT, the Supreme Court has resolved the issue of FCT. There is no longer as people were believing. Even though as at that time I knew that people
will fly.
I'm aware.
Now, when you look at